right, hey guys, Jerry from Showtime Audio. So we have this brand new 2024 Audi e-tron GT. So this has the 16 speaker system and we're doing an OEM upgrade. So we're gonna put in more power and control. So we're putting an amplifier with a built-in DSP. So it allows us to put more power to the speakers as well as have more control over them. EQ them, change the crossover points, and just tune it and dial it in to make it sound the best humanly possible. If you ever wanted to know where the factory subwoofer in a brand new e-tron is, here it goes. So this is the cavity where the factory sub lives, and it bolts down to these factory mounting points. But even with the factory sub, it is a 10-inch sub and it actually does have some power. It already vibrates. So what we ended up doing is we sound treated the entire well. You can see Hondo's amazing work. And even this is an antenna. He removed it, deadened it, and then put it back exactly where it goes. Nothing changes other than now the sheet metal is all treated. He's going to treat the enclosure as well. We are going to be swapping out the subwoofer, a little bit more bass, and then that'll allow us also to have a bass knob to control. So we're going to use the stock enclosure, but when we'll show you that, we're going to use the stock enclosure, but we're going to deaden the enclosure as well as we're going to put some fiber fill in it, which will help the sound quality of the bass. So on this system, we are upgrading the amplification and the processing. So we're going to use the stock speakers other than the sub. All the other speakers in the vehicle are going to stay the same. We're just going to have more power and more control over the speakers themselves. But in order to do that, it is pretty involved. There's quite a bit. So this is a AF M12.14. What that means is it has 12 channels output and 14 channels of processing. In order to make it work, we have to feed it all the input. So just want to show you Hondo's harnesses. So this is in 1 through 4, in 5 through 8, and then there's another right here in 9 through 12. So these are all the inputs that we need to feed all those speakers that are in the vehicle into the processor. So that allows us to tailor the signal and adjust it so that when we go to the output section, which is these other harnesses, so there's your, also labeled, there's your out 1 through 5, 7 through 12, and then there's another one buried over here that's for the rest of the channels, right? And then on top of this, we're gonna have a separate mono block, which is what's gonna run the factory subwoofer. But just to show you the amount of wiring that's involved in doing something like this. And this is all the stuff you don't see. This is all the stuff that's ran down the sides of the car, behind the paneling. It's just the amount of work that it takes to do a system of this detail, of this caliber. Just wanted to show you what that takes. On this vehicle also, it has a 2-part system. So in essence, the radio or the control unit controls 7 speakers in the vehicle, and then there's an amplifier in the footwell that controls 8 of the speakers in the vehicle. So it's a 2-part setup. You have, in essence, you could consider it 2 amps, right? The amp that's in the radio and the amp that's in the floorboard. Nobody makes the e-tron harnesses, but what we found is this harness will work for the radio portion of the install, and then this harness will work for the amplifier part of the harness. But I mean, look at this. Just look at the amount of wires. I mean, this is the amount of wires that it takes to, because you're going in essence out of the radio into the processor, back out to the speakers, out of the radio into the processor, back out to the speakers. But this way, we're not cutting up the car at all. If you ever have to, we can reverse the process and just unplug all this and put the car completely back to stock. You'd never know we were there. These harnesses, again, they're not made for the vehicle, but they still plug in. And a lot of times what we'll have to do is we're gonna have to validate it. The speakers are there, they're just maybe not pinned correctly. So in other words, the colors may be wrong, the polarity may be wrong. There may be a lot of things that are like wrong with it, but we're able to depin it, test it, and then configure it the way we need it to work for the vehicle and the equipment that we're running. All right, so this is the stock enclosure. So this is actually, for being factory, this is actually a pretty decent woofer. You rarely see a woofer like this in a factory system. So it's a pretty decent size sub, but obviously by putting in the aftermarket sub, we're able to have much more control. And so, like I said, Hondo's gonna deaden it and then do the fill in order to make it sound better. And now this is our new Audison Prima sub. So we're still able to use the grill, and you know, we had to do our power works. So just, you know, we changed it a little, right? Rather than use the stock wiring, we made our own connector for it. So it's still serviceable. It'll just be our connector because we can run a heavier gauge because we're running a 500 watt monoblock as opposed to, I don't know, God, it's probably like 150 watts, maybe 75 a coil. So this way we were able to increase the wire size and run more current through it. So just wanted to show you the wiring. So this is some of Hondo's handiwork. So this is the aftermarket right here. This is the signal, and then this is the power. But just want to show you, that's factory, and that's ours, right? That's factory, and that's ours. So if you look everywhere, we mimic the original wiring in the vehicle, and we run it with the original paths the car has naturally. So this way, everything looks, if you take anything apart, it looks as if it came with the car. So now, same thing, as far as the power goes, we have two power lines running in, and then we have a fuse block where we made a bracket. So we mount the fuse block to this bracket, and then it's tapped off the power, and then we have one for the 12 channel and one for the mono block. But again, super nice, looks serviceable, labeled in the same fashion that they label their high voltage wires. So again, just sticking with the theme of the car and sticking with following their lead. We want to follow their lead. We want to put things and organize things in a way that if the dealer does have to take it apart or whatever, they're like, wow, look at this. It's hard for them to tell, right? What's ours and what's not ours. So same thing, if you look back here, I mean, it's very difficult to tell what's ours and what's not, right? So everything's dressed, braided, and neatened up. And then there's a panel that clips on here that will hide the rest of this. And then we're working on this right now. But you can see all our wiring follows all the factory harnesses.
Visit our website at showtimeaudiochicago.com.